Keri Hilson is done staying silent about the long-standing rumors that she dissed Beyonce and got blackballed because of it. For years, the internet has run with the narrative that Keri took shots at Beyonce, and in retaliation, Queen Bey allegedly ended her career. But now, Keri is speaking out and setting the record straight. According to her, the story that's been circulating for years is completely false. She says people got it all wrong, and she's tired of being painted as the villain. Keri also hinted at something much deeper, suggesting she was the target of a bigger conspiracy. She claims she was set up and made to look like a hater when that wasn't the case at all. With her career taking a hit and the public turning against her, Keri's finally calling out the smear campaign she believes was designed to destroy her image. So if what she's saying is true, then did Beyonce really end Keri's career over something that never even happened? Let's break it down. Keri came in hot and didn't hold back during her rare interview with The Breakfast Club, and let's just say, she stirred the pot. For years, she's been painted as a bitter hater jealous of Beyonce, but Keri finally set the record straight. Addressing the long-rumored beef, she made it clear the drama wasn't what people thought. In fact, Keri revealed she didn't even write the infamous song that sparked the controversy. According to her, the lyrics were written by someone else, and she was pressured into recording it by her team, specifically Polo de Don, even though she wasn't feeling it from the start. The internet is in full meltdown mode as fans react, with many now rethinking how they viewed the whole situation. Keri definitely came with receipts and a new narrative.
Regret, but not in the way that people would think, because that's a song that I actually didn't write. Those are not my words. I was on tour. Polo wanted me to do a remix to Turning Me On. He had produced the record, and another writer in our camp at the time, he had her write this. So he played it for me, like, this is the remix, because I'm thinking I'm coming in to go write a remix to Turning Me On. Like, The whole time I had been writing concepts, like, what would I say? How do I even remix this? Like, what do I want to? So I had lines and I had, things that I would have said, but I come into the studio and he plays me this verse, and I'm like, automatically, I'm like, I'm not saying that.
Keri even revealed she tried to rewrite her verse for the remix to dodge the drama, but Polo de Don wasn't having it. According to her, he flat out threatened to end her career if she didn't stick to the original lyrics and follow orders. From the start, she was backed into a corner, stuck in a lose-lose situation with no real choice.
I began writing my own. That's what I did with my time there, but I want to be careful with the word I use. It was quite forceful, you know what I mean?
In an executive artist way?
Yeah, in an executive artist way only. Involving others and kind of threatening my career, in a sense, in a real sense. Like, you're not coming, because my album wasn't out yet. So it was like, you're not coming out if you don't do this. And the mistake that I made was not continuing to fight. But I was in tears, I was crying, I was adamant that I did not want to do that.
For people that don't know, you were signed to Polo.
I was signed to Polo and Timbaland.
Correct.
Yep, in a joint venture at Interscope Records.
Yep.
And I was young, I was super young. I felt I had no power. I felt I had no choice.
Just when it seemed like things couldn't get messier, Keri dropped another bomb. Polo straight up played her. After she spent days begging him not to release the song, he finally agreed. Or so she thought. Next thing she knew, the track was out in the streets. Turns out, he leaked it himself on purpose. He went behind her back and made sure the song dropped anyway, completely betraying her trust.
He remembers more because he was there.
Wow.
He remembers more. Was it days after when it leaked? It leaked like days after I did it, but he promised me that wouldn't happen, so it leaked. And that was that. And I protected him. I protected the girl that wrote it, who went on to become famous. I protected everyone in the story, so I had to eat that. I had to eat that. And I am still eating it to this day. So I'm getting asked about that 15, however many years, 16, 17 years later. It's like I've worn the scarlet letter, really.
Polo's actions ended up causing major drama that seriously held Keri's career back for years. Let's rewind to 2009, when it all really began. A remix of Keri Hilson's song Turning Me On mysteriously leaked online, and things got messy fast. The track immediately sparked controversy, with fans convinced Keri was throwing serious shade at Beyonce. Though she never mentioned Beyonce by name, the Beehive quickly connected the dots. One particular line had everyone talking. Asterisk. Your vision's cloudy if you think that you're the best. You can dance, she can sing, but she need to move it to the left. Asterisk. Yeah, that to the left part. Fans took it as a direct jab at Beyonce's hit Irreplaceable. And from that moment, the narrative was set. Keri Hilson had beef with Queen Bey. The internet never let her forget it. The backlash was swift and brutal. Beyonce's fanbase came at Keri with full force, and what started as a leaked remix snowballed into a full-blown scandal. That single line launched a wave of drama and industry fallout that followed Keri for years, leaving a huge dent in her reputation. For a long time, that moment defined her public image more than her music did. Then in 2011, Keri stirred the pot again, whether she meant to or not, at the Soul Train Music Awards. Someone handed her a copy of Juicy magazine featuring Beyonce and Jay-Z on the cover. Instead of smiling and posing with it, Keri straight up refused to take it. It was a small moment, but it made a big impact. Fans saw it as proof the beef was still going strong, and the timing only fueled the fire. Just like that, the narrative that Keri was still holding a grudge flared up all over again.
The magazine. Just shout out Juicy.
Even though Beyonce never publicly addressed the situation or directly mentioned Keri Hilson, the gossip mill went into overdrive. Rumors swirled for years, with whispers that Beyonce might have been pulling strings behind the scenes to stall Keri's career. Industry insiders quietly suggested that doors Keri once had access to were slowly closing, one by one. It wasn't happening in plain sight, but the pattern felt undeniable, and speculation only grew louder. Meanwhile, the Beehive wasn't waiting on confirmation. They went all in, dragging Keri online with relentless hate. In some cases, it went beyond the internet. Fans would even confront her in public. The pressure eventually got to Keri, and she broke her silence on Twitter, pleading for peace. She tweeted, asterisk, "You have no idea what your hateful words could do to someone's spirit. Years of verbal abuse from strangers all day long. Enough is enough." Asterisk. Keri stood by her claim that she wasn't aiming shots at anyone in particular. Still, she wasn't playing completely innocent either. While she never dropped specific names, she dropped enough subtle hints to suggest that something had gone down behind the scenes, something that may have pushed her to react the way she did at the Soul Train Awards. Her wording left a lot open to interpretation, and fans were quick to read between the lines. In another emotional post, she wrote, asterisk, "It's too much. Please. Is everything I tweet going to be intentionally misinterpreted as a statement about someone or drama I know nothing about? You have no idea what your hateful words could do to someone's spirit. Years of verbal abuse from strangers all day long. Enough is enough. I'm here for my fans. I'm stronger than you imagine, but waking up and going to bed to your ugliness is just too much. I get it, okay? You can stop now. As far as whatever you're really mad about, I had my reasons. It's been years. Just chalk it up to your ignorance of my reality and let it go. As for my mistakes, God has dealt with me." Asterisk. The attacks didn't stop. In fact, they escalated. Keri later revealed that some of Beyonce's fans literally took it to the streets. She tweeted about being outside and having Beyonce CDs thrown at her. "It's one thing to attack me on Twitter," she wrote, asterisk, "but it's disrespectful to have the bravery and audacity to throw Beyonce albums at me when I'm on the street." Asterisk. She endured years of harassment, both online and off, all while staying mostly silent. Even though she hadn't written the lyrics that sparked the controversy, she carried the weight of the fallout almost entirely alone. Eventually, fans took it upon themselves to find out who really wrote the remix verse that caused all the drama. The songwriter behind it, Esther Dean, a well-known name in the industry, credited with writing hits for major artists. What stung even more was that Esther stayed silent throughout the entire controversy, letting Keri take all the heat without ever stepping in to defend her. Even worse, Esther didn't seem to show much remorse at first. In response to the resurfaced drama, a fan called her out saying, "The writer was definitely Esther Dean," and Esther responded with a flex, saying asterisk, and did. It was a hit. Asterisk. That comment did not sit well with fans, or with Keri. Eventually, Esther tried to clean things up with a public apology. She said, asterisk, "I submitted a lot of verses for that remix. One got picked and it was co-written with Keri. Looking back, it was childish and didn't age well. I see how it hurt people, especially women, and I take full accountability. I've worked with and supported many women since. But that doesn't erase the moment. I'm sorry for my part. Growth is real, and so is this apology." Asterisk. But Keri wasn't buying it. She clapped back saying, asterisk, "You used the word co-wrote. I rewrote 3 lines in your verse, which was the only battle I won in the whole matter. But you weren't there when all this was going down, and we didn't write it together. Not only did I strongly disagree with the unnecessary hateful sentiments toward other women, I've never been a fan of the publicity stunt method. You chose to stay quiet for 16 years. But coming out now, when you've only felt a portion of the heat I've gotten all this time." Asterisk. Yeah, Keri was big mad, and honestly, who could blame her? She spent the majority of her career being blackballed and blamed for something she didn't do, and even tried to fight against. She didn't write the verse, didn't want to record it, and even begged her team not to release it. Yet she bore the brunt of the backlash, while the people who put her in that position stayed quiet and let her take the fall. It's no wonder she's still salty. Anyone in her shoes would be. After everything she went through, it's clear that Keri was wrongfully blamed and unfairly targeted. And for years, no one cared to hear her side, so now that the truth is coming out, how do you feel about it? Was Keri done dirty by the industry? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to check out the next video.